Since everybody want to hate on Africans, I'm going to say it, bro. Since everybody want to throw hate on them, I'm about to show them some love, bro, by telling the truth. Watch this. West Africans, bro, especially like Nigerians, bro, when they come over here, they do very well, bro. They come over this joint, they do very well, bro. They make sure their children stay off the streets. They put their children in college, bro, and they mind their business, bro. Them people are not bothering anybody, bro. They come over this joint, bro. You see them become doctors, engineers, IT professionals, bro. CEOs, bro. The CEO of Red Lobster right now, bro. He's a Nigerian man, bro. So y'all coming on this joint, y'all dissing them, bro. It's like them people ain't bothering us. Y'all need to leave them alone and learn something from them, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if we gonna boycott anything, let's boycott drill music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not beefing with nobody that's black, bro. I'm not on with y'all on.
So if y'all was really smart and y'all had any respect for my people, what y'all should have did is it's 54 countries in Africa, it's 50 states in America, it's 1.5 billion people in Africa, and don't even get me started on South America. What y'all should have did was join forces, which is what my ancestor tried to do with y'all. Afros, Dashikis, Mandela, and Marcus Garvey. Y'all should have connected with us, and we should have monopolized and dominated the whole world. But I'm glad y'all didn't do that and y'all showed us who y'all really are, because this is a true life testimony. Sometimes you will not get to the next step until you cut them off and let them go. Sometimes them people can't go where you going. It ain't for them, it's for you. And I truly believe that we ain't gonna get to that next step until we cut them off. They done already showed us how they feel about us in real life and on the internet when they took the TikTok away and they banned it. How many times do you have to keep getting stabbed in the back and getting hoes poked in the boat? Your ancestors told you all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
I would say to everyone listening, all those FBAs and pretending and stuff, anyone that see this people picture, send them over to me. I have a plan that we can, embarrass them publicly. Because if we let this thing, Chop, hold on 1 second.
Wait.
Let me finish.
We can get them.
Finish.
I will give you.
Chop, let him finish.
Hold on 1 second, Chop.
Let him finish. Chop.
We know about the computer. We'll get them.
Chop. Hold on 1 second, bro.
Yeah, let him finish.
Hey, I don't want to say my professional up here, but I can track anybody down and get the full name and all the records, even I don't live in the U.S. So get me those people pictures. If you go on any pretending live, those people that are saying these things here, get the pictures and let's try to embarrass them publicly.
I got a lot of screenshots. I got a lot of screenshots and recordings that I can send you, because I usually just screenshot and record from my other phone. So I could send you.
We should start making a video. We should start making videos and posting those videos all over with the names and faces of those people, so all the Africans can be awake and see those people. And one thing I want to say again, Africans, let's stop going on those people platform, because when we go there, we're giving them more attention. That's what they need. Because if you see 100%, we say 80% of those people that are doing this thing on TikTok, they don't get nothing going on for them in their life. They don't own anything. Those are the low-level black Americans that are doing all these things. Yes. So we have to start taking their pictures now and start making videos so other people can see it. The same way we did with Ibrahim Traore, all the diaspora came together and make videos and write comments and say a lot of things. Those are the things I think that we should do. Embarrass them publicly, so that the people that they know in real life can when they see that video, they're gonna make them shame. The same thing somebody told me yesterday.
We are not pan-Africanizing the reparation struggle. So you find African Americans are fighting for reparations on their own. Africans in Europe are fighting for reparations on their own. Africans in South America are fighting for reparations on their own. And Africans in the continent are fighting for it on their own. And we are facing the same white supremacy. Why don't we unite as a global African race and fight for reparations from a united front? Therefore, if one of us gets shortchanged, we have each other's backs. If African Americans are getting shortchanged by white people in America, we have their backs. We as Africa, we say, hey, if you guys are not giving African Americans exactly what they want, no gold for you, no cocoa for you, no Coal Town for you. That's the brotherly love that I need us to have as a global African race. We are stronger together. We are more, and we will get far together if we fight for reparations from a Pan-African standpoint. We need to be united in this. That's how the reparation struggle can be very powerful, and that's how we will intensify the struggle, and that's how we will get exactly what we are owed.
You know what I think the Africans need to realize is that y'all sold off our ancestors, okay? Like, y'all don't get no claims to us, to nothing we got going on, none of that shit. Y'all sold off the stock that you didn't want. You sold off the good stock. And now you're looking crazy because the good stock then became the stars of the world. That's not our fault, okay? And just so you know, ain't many of us, it was only like 4 or 5% that came over here, okay? This land was populated, you know, and, oh, Jesus. And that's what I'm talking about, like, and to those of you, you know, who that came over here and benefited off of our ancestors' hard work, that's y'all reparations. So that's y'all reparations. You know what I mean? You came over, you got housing, you got loans, you got all types of shit. Business loans, this and that, food, whatever. That's y'all reparations. Y'all shouldn't put us in nothing that y'all in because y'all sold off the stock. You get what I'm saying? We not Africans no more. You know what I mean? There was an ethnogenesis that happened. Y'all really need to look that word up. Some of y'all have had ethnogenesis as well. You feel what I'm saying? There's a mixing of people, and out of that mixing of people, a new people are born. That is us. Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? But understand, y'all don't mix us in no shit y'all got going on. Y'all got y'all reparations when you came over. We can't go to Africa and get shit. We got to bring a bag. Y'all ain't offering no free land. Y'all ain't offering nothing. Fuck a citizenship without land. Like, that's what I mean by Pan-Africanism ain't did nothing for us. It ain't did nothing for us. It did a lot for Africans. You know what I mean? Beef, stop. Sorry, y'all. But that's all I'm going to say. You know what I mean? Peace and blessings, y'all.
So I got a question, and I'm just going to specifically deal with these two videos in front. I'm going to skip over the dude in the very beginning, acting like he says something very prolific, as if this was something that black people have not been talking about for the longest time possible, dealing with the entertainment industry. So the the other video that you see in front of you, you had these individuals of which all you can hear their accents, so you know that they're not black American. And they were advocating for getting black Americans information and then deciding to put it all over the internet as if it's going to embarrass them. And again, I want people to understand that's not the reason that they want to put their information directly on the internet. These people want to put their information, black Americans' information, directly on the internet because they want to cause harm in a variety of ways. And in a lot of instances, some of these people also hope and wish that, you know, very negative things will take place and happen to black Americans because of what it is that they are stating. Now, I want people to understand, black Americans are simply stating to a lot of people that respect is earned and not given. Black Americans are simply stating that, you know, we accept the fact that going by history, going by the books, we accept the fact that, hey, you guys gave us up. You guys sold us. You guys did not want us. You guys did not consider us any type of value. You didn't even state that, hey, we made a mistake. Let's go back and just, pick them back up and bring them back over and rectify the situation that way. No. You guys didn't want to do none of that. You guys left everything for dead. And we're like, you know what? We're fine with that. So because that is what it is, we are completely separate. Everything is dead directly in the water. We are who we are, and you are exactly who it is that you are and have always been. That's clearly what black Americans are saying. But for whatever reason, people want to take this in a whole different light. And a lot of these people who are immigrants, migrants, whatever you want to call it, they could be from the Caribbeans, they could be directly from South America, they could be from Africa, wherever it is that they come from. These people are getting online and specifically stating that they want to release Black Americans' information. Color me surprised. And again, I've covered this content for a very long time, and at not one point have I stated that, yeah, Black Americans, we need to come together and do this, that, and the third, and da-da-da. I'm not trying to sit up there and put people's information out there. I'm not trying to put where people live. I'm not trying to do any of that when it specifically deals with these incidences of which these videos of these immigrants, migrants, Africans, whatnot, or whatever, where it is that they specifically come from. I'm not out there trying to do that. Not out there trying to do that. Not at all. But yet, this is what they're trying to do or are going to do when it deals with Black Americans. And nobody finds that to be weird. Nobody notices how this is escalating to a point of which that those out there who have these accents, those out there who know who these people are, those out there from their tribe lineage and all this other, notice how none of those people are trying to stop these people from what it is that they're doing. Like I said, you're going to inevitably reach a point of no return, and it's not going to be because of Black Americans. Now you guys are trying to push this to an extent of which is going to have far-reaching consequences and effects on a variety of people directly out here. But oh no, you guys don't care because emotionally you feel a certain type of way. And this is not the first time that we're going to have somebody being massively disrespectful. I have a video coming up of an African woman who is directly from Africa. You can hear the accent and everything, and she's in the United States, and she works for the medical field. And the things that she is completely, so I'm going to have her whole video up there in its totality. And the things that she is stating up there are ridiculous. And it could lead to medical malpractice, of which Black Americans have already suffered directly in this country. The things that she is specifically stating working in the medical field. So like I said before, to a lot of y'all out there, y'all are not trying to get the reins, and y'all not trying to control your own folks directly out here, going on TikTok, YouTube, wherever, and they're stating things and saying stuff that they have no business saying. So be it. So be it. Again, this is the type of disrespect that Black Americans talk about all the time, that you and your people deliver to us for no reason at all. Y'all taking this to a whole other extent. Like I said, it was already enough that you guys gave us away. It was already enough that you guys were coming up with Fat Joe and whatnot, trying to say that, oh, you got claims to hip hop and everything that Black Americans do 100% came from y'all, and we didn't invent and create nothing. Everything is just basically y'all. It was enough that we just sat up there and, you know, found out the fact of the Essence Festival and everything that was going on with that. It was enough for the fact that we are, quote unquote, considered a sixth region connected to Africa and all this other type of stuff, and you guys are trying to get reparations on our behalf. And now we're sitting up here dealing with this foolishness here. Yeah, at this foolishness here, and I want to be very specific when I talk about this, because again, I supposedly, quote unquote, got some Africans, and whenever I do these videos and I talk about Africans, there's always this one or two people that want to come up to the comment section. They want to say this, that, and the third, want to try to antagonize people and whatnot, whatever, but they never actually have a response for any of these videos. So to the Africans out there that find my videos or my coverage of these things disrespectful, whatever it is that you want to call it, I want to know, why is it that you guys haven't come together? For whatever reason, out of all of the many decades, you guys now have this thing where it's like, yeah, we're going to go out here and get reparations. Let's all come together in order to do this. None of y'all was sitting up there, wasn't talking about nothing like this on social media. All the times that we done really had social media and people could have been really putting out videos, none of y'all was really talking about this and moving like this. And like I said, I've been on social media for a very long time. I can even take this back to high school. Y'all was not online making videos this loud and proud directly about this and really trying to get people to, y'all was not about this. Y'all was not about this. up until recent times, up until y'all saw that Black Americans are really trying to push forward and do this and do that, and the strides and all the things that we've been sitting up there, doing in order to make this happen. And all the awareness that we put directly out there. This is the only time in history that I can literally state that people are oh so vocal about trying to get some money, trying to get a form of reparations or whatnot or whatever. Because like I said, out of all of the times that the internet and social media has been around, I haven't seen people this vocal. And we've had video platforms for a long time at this moment in time, right? People have cited sources from video media, internet spaces and websites for a very long time, right? So my main thing to these Africans, why is it that you guys haven't come together with the Caribbeans successfully and done this? Why haven't you guys come together with the Jamaicans successfully and done this? Why haven't you guys come together with those in South America, Brazil, successfully to do this? Matter of fact, why isn't it that you haven't gone through the great many beautiful countries that you have on the continent, on the motherland, successfully and gotten reparations from Europe? How is it possible that you're talking about you want Black Americans to come together with you? Because the more we have, it's a greater force, and we can really advocate for reparations because you can use your mineral resources, to try to do some type of talks, right? Some type of peace deals, some types of form of like, okay, well, if you want this, certain type of whatnot or whatever for a certain value, then pay Black Americans these reparations. Again, what I'm saying is you've never done this for yourselves successfully. You didn't do this for the other groupings of people around the world successfully. So how am I supposed to believe without any type of action, without any type of something that I can look at to show that, okay, you've done this at least a good, 5, 10, 15 times successfully. So, okay, maybe we can formulate some type of business partnership and, we can go in this and we can all be, get something out of this mutually. There's no type of paperwork. There's nothing that I can see to say or deem that this is going to be a successful venture, or to also say that this venture that we're both supposedly going to do is going to be symbiotic. Because if I'm to take notes looking at all of the actions that you guys have performed so far, it's been for selfish need and selfish gain. It wasn't because you wanted to be an amalgamation. It wasn't because you wanted to come together and assimilate with Black Americans here. It was to take, and oh yeah, take. It was all for your own benefit. It was all for what it is that you can see and get and do specifically for yourselves, while positioning and propping yourselves up to be the better versions of us, as you guys have clearly stated directly on social media in a great deal of variety of your videos. It's some crazy work. Because like you guys always say, you guys have a tribe. You have a culture. You have foods. You got all of these many countries directly in Africa. And within that, y'all got this, that, and the third. And y'all got the dance and the song and the religion and this, that, and the third. And then in comparison, you're like, so Black Americans, what do you got? We got this whole, large landmass table. What do you have to basically bring to show us? So when you guys do stuff like that, how do you think that we're supposed to look at that? How do you think that we're supposed to respect you when you keep doing these things in order to antagonize or to throw these slights or these jabs or these sneak disses? It's some crazy work directly out here. But as I stated before, everybody's going to learn when it is that they're meant to learn. And obviously, as both of the beautiful Black women directly up there have stated, y'all messed around and found out. One of the Black women up there stated that y'all sold off the good stock, which y'all did. And this is why you guys are trying to fight so hard at this moment in time to, quote unquote, pull us back together and to do this and that. Y'all had hundreds of years to do this, to get this straight. And you are just opting to do this now. And you think that we're supposed to be there? You think that we're supposed to be okay with that? And then you got Vic Mensa, out of all people, going directly online and trying to side directly with you guys and say this. Like I said, this is obviously a losing battle. This is a losing battle, and it's a loss on one way. Because at the end of the day, regardless of whatever Africans have to sit up there and say, Black Americans have always been standing with or without you. And specifically speaking on when it deals with America, we've been standing 10 toes down without y'all. We done fought, we done struggled, we done died, we done came back, we done built, we done had stuff burned, we done rebuilt, we done just had stuff burned again. We've sat up there in the simulator and tried to figure out a multitude. Like I said, we've been morphing and anamorphing and doing a variety of things throughout the United States without you guys, without help of any of you guys. Without help of any of y'all, we've been fighting, we've been struggling, we've been moving, we've been doing everything that is needed directly in order to survive. And you think that by y'all coming out here and trying to say a few things that we're not going to be able to again survive without y'all? We've survived this far. What makes you think that we need you? What makes you think that you're going to heighten our survival rate and our ability? Excuse me. Y'all can't even sit up there and heighten your survival rate and everything against yourselves. The only thing that you have to combat that is the uncontrolled birth rate. That is directly over there in Africa at this moment in time. That's the only thing that you got directly on your side of the reason why it is that you have the numbers that you have currently at this moment in time. It's not because of the production of the great doctors that you guys always say, or the medicine and the medical that you guys, no, it's not because of any of that. It's not because of the ingenuity of solar powered and water powered engines. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with none of those things at all, because the greater majority of people there are not living in a society of which is electricity, of running water. They're still doing what it is that people normally did before any of those modern things existed at all. So again, my main point is this: Black Americans are inventors. A lot of the things that people sit up there and use and have directly in their homes around the world came directly from Black Americans. We had a Black woman, rest in heaven to Henrietta Lacks, who was experimented on, because the scientists, American scientists here, found out she has what is called immortal cells. And they've used those immortal cells in order to create a variety of vaccines, a variety of medicines. And they're still using those cells and cloning those cells and using those in medicine to this date. Because, so like I said, realistically, the world's population owes a very great thanks to a Black American woman by the name of Henrietta Lacks, for the reason that they even have a population in a lot of these areas. And it don't matter what race you are. It was a Black American woman that saved your whole lineage, just to sit up there and make that very clear. So like I said, when Black Americans are speaking on being tired of the amount of disrespect that is being given, that's just one. But there are thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of reasons why we are responding in which the way that we are responding. Because all of y'all are disrespectful. All of y'all are ungrateful. All of you guys are vagabonds. All of you guys are vagrants. All of you guys are carpetbaggers. And y'all are some of the most disrespectful heathens that I've been able to listen to in the longest time possible. If there was a race on who is, up there in the ranks when it deals with white Americans, when it deals with the Euro society, you would be right up there. You would be right up there. You would top everybody else. Nobody else would ever come close to Africans in the way it is that y'all move, and how it is that y'all basically speaking, the things that y'all decide that y'all want to sit up there and do because emotionally you feel a certain type of way, even though you guys speak of being so highly intelligent, as if you guys are Vulcans and you just are not moved by emotion. You just go, specifically off of logic, and that's it. It's crazy how you guys try to paint yourselves directly online. But then when I look at videos, when it deals with your countries and how it is that you are amongst your own people, you expect me to believe that you're going to treat me better than you would treat yourselves? You expect me to believe that you're going to do for me better than what you would do for yourselves? Woo, you guys are a new type. You guys are a new type. Got to get out that Pokedex and find out what this is, because I've never seen it before. It's crazy work, 100%. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.